You know, it's days like today when I wish that I liked coffee because I could really use a caffeine boost right now. Hey guys, it's Texas Updates. So I've been thinking about a lot of stuff this week, mostly my various social media accounts, and I think it's safe to say that Texas Update videos don't have like a real structure. I mean, there's really no theme to my vlogs. It's just me sitting here talking about my day for like 5 minutes, which for some reason people find highly entertaining. But there's no real like humor or like, you know, niche to it. Anyways, I think I'm gonna try and start giving Texas Updates more of a structure. It's still gonna be me, like the whole main overall purpose will still be me telling you guys about my Texas life, but I'm gonna start branching out a bit more. Like, I might do a video about trying vegetarian recipes. Oh, also forgot to mention in my last video, I am going vegetarian for a month. We'll talk more about that later. Or it might just be something basic, like the different kinds of swimmers or the different kinds of runners, because sometimes I need to indirectly rant about people. Don't worry, I'll still include some crappy main points and a recap of my boring week, because that is still the whole main point of Texas Update. Anyways, on to your regularly scheduled program. I did end up making a drawing account. It's called speedy __ drawings because speedy _ drawings was already taken. So you guys should go follow that on Instagram. I haven't posted anything yet, but I probably will after I make this video. So look out for that. Now for a quick recap of my week. Tuesday, got an MRI done on my leg and was told to wait for the results until Thursday. Wednesday, had my first swim practice with the new swim team that I'm thinking about joining. It was pretty hard. I suck right now and I am very out of shape. I did about 3,500 yards and I was super out of breath and very sweaty. Thursday, went to the doctor's office to get the results of my MRI back. Apparently, they took a wrong MRI. They took an MRI of my knee and they had to take an MRI of my shin. So I had to get another MRI done. If you've never gotten an MRI before, it is very boring. It's pretty much just 45 minutes of you lying on a table while they scan whatever affected body part you have with this giant machine. I took a nap. Anyways, after my second MRI, I got the results back about an hour later. It is not a stress fracture, thank God. It's just a stress reaction, which means it's sort of like the beginning of a stress fracture. So thankfully we caught it before it became a stress fracture. So basically I am out of running and any impact sports for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks I start physical therapy and I can start running again. And today, Friday, was awful. I'm just kidding, it wasn't that bad, but I pretty much walked around like a zombie all day. Plus I had a biology test, but it was super easy, so. On to main point. Main point 1, let's talk about school. I don't know what it is about me moving to Texas, but ever since I moved, school has just been like, I have just been walking around in this giant cloudy haze. I feel like information has stopped entering my brain, like I'm kind of just reading it out loud but not really comprehending it. And I'm sort of doing the work but not really understanding what I'm doing. I'm kind of just plugging in all the formulas and like notes that I have into whatever problem I have to answer, but I'm not really getting what I'm doing. Now, I'm sure this is normal for most high school students, but like usually I'm pretty on top of like my academics. I usually know what I'm doing and I understand the information that's being presented, but ever since I moved, I'm kind of just doing busy work and not really getting in depth of the information. Well, that was my nerdy spiel of the day. On to main point number 2, our math substitute. We had this math substitute teacher for 2 days because our regular geometry teacher has kind of gone MIA. She had the typical southern accent that is akin to most older people that I have met in Texas. And she kept saying the word radii, but it was like in a southern accent, so it was like radii. I can't even do it. Like, I can't even do a southern accent, and I've been here for like 2 months. So anyway, she kept kind of saying the word radii over and over and over again. Like, the radii, to find the radii, you need to know the length of the sides. To find the sides, you need to know the length of the half sides. And she talked really slow, too. Anyways, eventually I figured out that it was the plural for radius, but lady, if you're gonna keep saying that word over and over again, you have to tell us what it means. Also, I keep briefly forgetting what SOHCAHTOA is, because that's like what I learned right before I left Iowa, and I pretty much spent like the last 2 weeks of class just sitting in the back of the room on Pinterest. Main point number 3, my sudden vegetarianism. We're not technically going full-blown vegetarian, we're going pescatarian, and only for a month. We just wanted to see if it would make our like bodies feel better and maybe improve our athleticism. But anyways, it'll be a fun, interesting experiment, and hopefully I might do a video on like sampling vegetarian recipes. It's not going so well. I'm only a week in and I already started craving fried chicken. Main point number 4, giant state test. There's this thing called the STAR in Texas. It's pretty much the equivalent of Iowa assessments, and we have our English STAR next week on Tuesday. And our social studies teacher pretty much spent half of one class telling us how this is going to affect your grades, and if you don't pass this, you will not pass high school, and this is what colleges look at, and if you don't pass this, you don't get into college. And I was kind of like, wow, that makes me feel so great. Main point number 5, pop concert. For their last concert of the year, the Woodlands High School Choir puts on this thing called Pop Concert. It's basically where you have a concert and you perform pop songs. So the theme this year is Come Sail Away, which means we can sing songs about the ocean or songs you would hear on a cruise ship or songs about the beach. Anyways, you can try out to do solos or ensembles, and I was thinking about trying out to do a solo song. The only problem is I don't know what song to perform. So if you have any suggestions, I know you guys don't comment on my videos a lot, but please, if you have a suggestion for songs about the ocean or songs that you would hear on a cruise ship or songs about the beach, please leave them in the comment section below, because I have zero idea of what I'm going to do. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and had a great week at school, even though I didn't, but I will see you guys on Monday. Bye!